We've come to the port city of Antwerp on Belgium's River Scheldt. It would look like an ordinary weekday apart from the presence of soldiers patrolling the streets. They're part of a 200-strong force that the government has deployed across Belgium to boost security at Jewish sites. The move comes in response to recent incidents suspected of being anti-Semitic attacks, torched cars in Antwerp, an explosion at a synagogue in Liège. In a recent EU poll, more than half of Europeans surveyed said they considered anti-Semitism a problem in their country.
It's set to bring more military.
Jewish people I spoke to in Antwerp tell me they're experiencing it firsthand. David coordinates a team of volunteers who conduct night patrols in the Jewish neighborhood.
But when you say you noticed a rise in anti-Semitism, can you tell me a little bit about what's been happening, what people in the Jewish community have been experiencing?
Yeah, a lot of shouting, I would say a lot of pestering. People got hit already on the streets.
Oh, wow, okay.
I wouldn't say it's a daily occurrence, but it happened.
Things have changed in the last few years. You feel it. You can feel it on the street. You see it on the streets. People are getting shouted at. Small kids are getting beaten up here. Couples are flying off. It became very, very, very sad here. And unfortunately, I have kids here, and it's not so safe as it used to be.
You know, I'm minding my own business. I'm walking down the street, but I'm going to school or going to a friend, and there's just people walking at me, starting screaming like stuff that I don't particularly want to repeat. And I normally tend to just walk off and kind of move on, but it's still a very uncomfortable experience, especially if it's in the dark.
Hostile attitudes towards Jews have persisted in Europe. It's why it's not uncommon for Jewish sites and Israel-linked institutions to receive round-the-clock security. But this new wave of anti-Semitism in Europe has been linked to Israeli government policy in Gaza and now in Iran. Jews abroad have strong connections to Israel. But this community leader says there are misconceptions about this connection.
Many people who are affected and influenced by the media are seeing images of what Israel is doing in Gaza. I believe that the not Jewish world sees Israel and Jewish as one, and that's not necessarily the case.
Antwerp has one of the largest Jewish communities in Europe. Its roots date back to the 16th century, when Jews driven out of Spain and Portugal migrated here. The community grew when Jewish immigrants from Eastern Europe arrived in the 19th and 20th centuries. Today, a significant portion of the community are Orthodox Jews. It's why people sometimes refer to Antwerp as the Jerusalem of the North. Etty now runs the local kosher grocer her father founded 40 years ago. It's a mainstay for the Jewish community. And with the Passover holiday, Pesach, just days away, it's a particularly busy time.
Everything is here kosher. Everything comes from above, America, Israel, United Kingdom, France, wherever they produce something in kosher. We have it in our shop. We always try to be on top of everything. Now they're returning to Pesach.
Yeah.
So the people know that whatever they need for the Pesach, they can come and buy in Gross Center, all the kosher items.
But this year, the recent attacks hang over preparations for the holiday. Israel's National Security Council has urged extra caution when attending Passover events at sites identified as Jewish or Israeli. A tense background ahead of this most important Jewish holiday.